Welcome. You are right on time. Right on time for choosing you and choosing this now moment to embrace all that you are. Right now, we are co-creating this message together. You, your higher self and source, we're all at play here today. Meeting you where you are at. So this message will be activated, we'll have activations in, we'll maybe have triggers in, we'll have something in it for you. That's why you clicked on it. So take what resonates for you and leave whatever doesn't for whomever it's meant for. Okay? So taking a few breaths in, breathing fully into your heart space, holding it for a second, and then fully surrendering on your exhale and holding for a second, or just pausing on your exhale before taking that next breath in. Okay, I like to do that about 5 times, but do as many times as you feel comfortable, or not at all, but do try quieten your mind and bring yourself into the present moment. Okay, let's see what the message is today, or what the conversation is going to be about today. Not getting much from an energetic point right now. It's like things coming out of secret is kind of like mystery, like, I don't know, something about the mystery no longer being a mystery. It's the cards that we have flopping on the floor. The 8 of Cups, the 6 of Cups, and Justice. These are the only cards, like every card is face down. So let's actually tell the deck this bottom energy deck. The King of Wands. Okay. This is very much whatever you are experiencing presently. There is some, I don't know, healing. There is some false truth about you, and it's been with you since childhood. It's something that has been repeated and repeated and repeated throughout your existence here on earth, or at least this one. And this is a soul lesson. I don't know if that's the right wording, but I feel like that is the wording that will resonate with most of you. It's not that your soul can ever be injured or hurt, but this is like a trauma that your human has taken on, and it's like part of your identity. And it is almost like the final thing that you need to leave, and very much about justice. Obviously, I mean, justice is here, but this is very much about holding on to things or something, or refusing not to see or not to see your part in it, or there is something hidden, something that you've hidden from yourself, and it is now coming through. It is going to come through because it needs to be left behind. It needs to be left behind, whatever this thing is. Perhaps it is a person, perhaps it is a relationship, perhaps you choose, you have a similar choice in partner and things sort of turn out the same way, or perhaps you have a similar way of attacking or projects where you very energetic in the beginning and then lose steam, and then it gets left on a pile and you have a pile of lots of unfinished projects. But so it'll be different for everybody, but there is this way of being that you are bringing into your now, into your present moment, that is unhealed, that is not truly you. Something that you believe about yourself, or there's something that you believe that you have to do, perhaps, or some way that you think you have to be. This is telling you that is not true, that is not the case. You don't have to be anything other than what you choose to be, for you, not for anybody else. So let's see. We have the Fool and the King of Pentacles, and then we have the Queen of Cups. Oh wow, this is lovely, lovely, lovely. The 6 of Wands, the 7 of Wands, the 8 of Swords. Okay, this 8 of Swords really does seem to be popping up a lot for this collective. I'm going to pull some clarifiers on it in a little moment, but I really truly suspect that this basket, this thing that needs to shift out, is very much intertwined with this feeling of stuckness, this feeling of this feeling of fearfulness, or not knowing. There is like panic and trauma and intense discomfort, like unnecessary discomfort here. The mind is playing a very big game. I'm just getting, the image that I'm getting is like mice in a maze, except you feel like there is no exit from the maze. This is like, for some of you, this feeling is quite intense, and the mind space is full of everything that will keep you stuck, Every thought, every ego, every need to know. I'm not quite sure of those words. Needing to know how everything works out, or how everything is going to play out. Needing to know what the next now will bring is something that has to be left behind. 611, as I said, it is something that has to be left behind. Trusting in the universe, trusting in the flow is the new way for you. If this message has found you, you are a new human, as some people like to call them. I'm not quite sure which phrasing I'm comfortable with, but starseed light worker, you are a magnetic, beautiful expression of source consciousness here on earth, and you came here to do something, and everything that you are experiencing now is to get you to a place where you can do that which you desire to do. Because we have, like I said, this Queen of Cups, the Six of Wands, the Seven of Wands. This is like, as you speak your truth, as you stand in your authenticity, as you are bravely you, like the more that you do, the more that you create that which you choose to create, the more that you choose to be that which is resonant for you to be in each now moment, the more and brighter your light shines. It just is, and it just will be. When you are tapped in, and when you are doing something that excites you and ignites you and expands you, your light, your everything becomes brighter. The truth of you becomes brighter. This is just, it really is just the loveliest energy. It's like, it's not even like you're a blank canvas, which is something that came up in a reading. This is more about you, like starting anew, like as you are, like a spring chicken, like without your karma, like free, without negative thoughts, without false belief systems, without judgment of yourself. Like, how often do you do something and then wonder if someone saw you, or care if somebody saw you, or care what somebody thinks about your outfit? Or how often do you find yourself concerning yourself with the thoughts, or how others see you, or what others think about you? This is the time to realize to find what about you needs that validation from others. Because the only person that needs to validate you is you. The only person that needs to be happy about what you have created, or be proud, if that's the right word to use in this context, of what you've created, is you. That is it. And the more you stand in that truth, I'm just getting this loveliest energy. I'm going to pull some clarifiers here, but on the Eight of Swords first. This is like companionship. This is like you becoming your own best friend, like you being okay as you are, and not needing anything from anybody else, not needing validation in the 3D world. I don't know why validation seems to be coming through, but it is coming through very, very strongly. I'm going to just quickly pull some clarifiers here on this Eight of Swords before I speak more. And just see how it does connect to the Six of Cups and this Eight of Cups, this leaving behind, this healing traumas. Seven of Pentacles, okay. Interesting. What else? Okay. The 10 of Wands. Okay. Let me breathe into this. With this stuckness, it is what you make it. If you see it as being stuck, if you choose to feel stuck, if you choose to see your now as anything other than perfect, it is okay, but it is not ideal. It is not ideal for your energetic state, because where you are and what you are doing, and in this place where you are creating, because this is like a two-way street here, like you healing, but you also need to create, because they work together. It's like, that's how I see it. That's how they're showing it to me, is as you do them together. It's I think they're toys in arcades where like both little things have to be exactly the same in order to win. I think it's like little airplanes going up and two little kids, or maybe it's a race, but 11-11. But there is something where yeah, you're trying to get it at a certain level at the same time. There's this control, but so they are happening simultaneously, because it was designed that way. You were not sent here to suffer and not create, to struggle or feel stuck and not experience joy. So this is you beginning the new you, the new earth you, and you have already. So this is why I say that the energetic state that you choose to be in is of the utmost importance. Because how, like, imagine every single one of these is like your energy. And if it is maybe a very low vibrational energy, it's not going to help the plant grow. It's going to end up making it suffer. Maybe it not getting enough nutrients or whatever. So how this plant grows, because you've already planted the seeds for your future. This is just confirmation that what you are creating is of the utmost importance for you and for the world, because you wouldn't be creating it otherwise. So there is this trust, but there is this maintenance of energetic states and trust, and knowing that something is going to be magical. 1, 2, 3, 4, as I say this. Because that energetic state, that is what will make it magical. The trust, the knowing, the disregard for what other people think, because isn't that mainly the cause for our impatience and our haste, and for being concerned that things don't look like XYZ's person's, because, oh wait, that means I'm slower or faster, or there is this comparative, and that's conditioning. This is stuff that you have to leave behind. This is stuff that you are leaving behind. This could also physically mean leaving. I don't know why I'm getting that with this 10 of Wands, but you've picked up a lot of stuff over your existence, and this is where you choose what to take with you. What to take with you, but also it's like there's some stuff that's just got to go. It cannot come with. So there is a bit of hamster wheeling here until you find whatever this is for you, whatever this thing that you really need to release and see it from a different perspective, experience from a different perspective, experience from a different heart space. I don't know what this is for you, but let's see. Let's pull a clarifier or two on this 8. No, we did the 8 of Swords. On this 8 of Cups. Let's see if they're going to give us anything. Hanged Man, not surprising. Okay. The Hanged Man, Page of Wands, and Temperance. What do we have at the bottom here? The Devil. The Devil. Like, this is going to play out until you see, until you heal, until you shift, until you put everything that needs to be put in that thing and walk away lovingly, knowing, like, with appreciation and gratitude, because it got you this far, but it cannot get you any further, and there is no going back. So this, and the devil fell out, and we have this Five of Pentacles, this very, like I said, traumatizing, for some of you or whoever, I did pick up this, like a lot of trauma taking place, like something very uncomfortable, very upsetting, very stressful, very fearful. And for that, I am truly, truly sorry. And know that it is all working out for you. Know that this is happening for you and not to you. 333, as I say that, it doesn't make it easy, and I know this, believe me, I do. This is a difficult place. I mean, there are lots of difficult spaces and places to be in, but when we are so consumed by our feelings and what things look like and how our life isn't how we thought it would be, or we are not how we thought we would be, or this isn't how, or whatever it is that's catching up, or relationships, or I don't know. But when we're so consumed by our grief and our sort of like maybe regret, maybe I don't know what feeling you are experiencing. You do. And whatever feeling that is, if this part is resonating with you, then follow that. But there is this maybe a bit of, like I said, not victim mentality, but a bit of woe is me is the thing that keeps coming to me from the minute I saw this card. So I'm just going to say it. Woe is me, because it seems a little bit less, I don't know, judgy than victim mentality. So yeah, so let's stick with this. This woe is me, this what about me, or what, and this is the wound. This is the wound that needs to be healed. This is the wound that needs to be healed. This, whatever that wound is, but there is something, and like I said, it's going to play out, and it's going to play out, and it's going to play out until you see. I'm being really called to the zero, or the whatever you want to call that, but this is the oneness of everything. Until you see the oneness of everything, until you see not just your divinity, but everyone's divinity. While this is all about you, are you all that is you? Your higher consciousness is possibly outside of you or around you, or I can't remember the whole label system of the thing, but there is more to you than what you think is you, than what your body contains. It was designed that way. That's how we are co-creating this message together right now. So I'm being called to the oneness of it all, and as you begin to see and experience and express the oneness of it, and to be in an energy of, I'm just going to use the word oneness because it's the easiest thing to use right now. Things are going to continue until you see, until you learn, until you know that there is no separation, that you are not stuck, that you are exactly where you are meant to be. Like perhaps this thing holding her there, or whichever card, I think with the noose or hanging upside down, whatever the hangman is, whatever the thing that is hanging the man, what if that is now viewed as source, and that's source supporting you in this, dangling you in this experience so that you can learn something very, very vitally important? What happens if this is you dangling you so that you can learn something vitally important about yourself, something that is true, something that will change everything for you? So there is this shift in perception and experience and how things are experienced, because we experience things, yes, through our emotions, but through our perceptions. Our emotions are sometimes, or more often than not, shaped by our perceptions. We can get into emotional habits as well. So when we perceive somebody to do something wrong, we may be agitated. It's our perception. It's all about our perception and how we perceive things. So where are you perceiving things in a negative energy in your life? Where are you perceiving others in a negative energy in your life? Where are you perceiving you in a negative energy in your life? These are all really, really important questions to ask, because these are the types of questions that will help you find whatever this is for you. Okie dokie. I'll do a quick shuffle and see if there's anything else. But before I do that, I just want to remind you that whatever you are creating and bringing into the world, it is really important. It is really magical, and it is so important for you. It is important for you to expand yourself, to allow yourself to be excited, to allow yourself to be ignited, to allow yourself to inspire others through your inspirations. It is okay to give yourself permission to be, I watched a video this morning, so I'm going to use the thing, to be a rock star, whatever that is for you, to be somebody that brings and creates in the world, that whatever, you could be a rock star chef, but that persona, that energy, like that is what is being called for. You are being called to do right now. That's how you're being called to trust, to express and be and trust. That is just what I wanted to say, what I was guided to say. Let's see, what did I do with the deck? There we go. There seems to be something, like I said, hidden out of shadow. Something is coming out of shadow. Okay. Something coming out of shadow. High Priestess. Something coming out of shadow is you. It's you, and it is happening quickly. I'm not going to take any more from there. With this Chariot, things are happening quickly. Things are also maybe happening a bit abruptly or haphazardly or strangely. Like, I'm just getting bumpy road. It's been a bumpy road, or maybe it's going to be a little bit bumpy. But as soon as you literally send away the parts of you that are trying to control, that are trying to understand, that are trying to know, that any of those things, or that doubt when you do something, then you maybe begin to analyze it. Or if you have created something, it is perfect. You don't need to change it, shift it, shape it to what you once thought was perfect or what somebody else is doing. If it is perfect for you, and if you feel satisfied and ignited and expanded by it, it is perfect, because then it is like you are. Truth. An expression without fear or doubt or ego. And the more you express in that way, and the more you create in that way, the more you send, I want to say, these demons away, because that is, you are coming through. You are coming through, and as much as your human may feel the need to control, it may feel that important or that intense. Embracing the unknown. There is no going back for you. You know enough of the truth of you for there to be no going back. It is time to embrace the unknown. It is time to embrace not knowing, not understanding. It is time to embrace simply being and choosing to embody that which brings you joy in each now moment, without obviously being selfish or narcissistic, or when you are in your resonant yes space, and when you are connected to source, you will know. And where you need to maybe focus some light on some negative traits that you may have, you will know too, because your reality will be reflecting those things that you need to learn, those things that you need to know, those things that you need to shift out. So if you don't get it now, you will. It was designed that way. Like I say, with this devil card, it is this little Groundhog Day. This little Groundhog Day that is, it is going to play out until you learn that which you need to learn, until you see that which you need to see, until you shift out anything that is untrue about you. And that is what is taking place for you right now. Okay, have a beautiful, beautiful now. Bye-bye.